A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jacobs. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Toney and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. There. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. dropping back. It's Levin. Got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Using his legs, it's Berry. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Pass attempt. Touchdown, LSU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's got it down the middle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Mensah got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a fourth down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes his man miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Sends it back in motion. Through the air, it's Levitt. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's Mensah to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Third down following the sack by the D. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. One final play before the end of the quarter. Fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He breaks a tackle, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, they're after him. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They punted away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a crease. It's Berry.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Levin. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense in press coverage. Going to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. LSU quick to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Going to the run, it's Durham. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Mensah. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's Mensah to throw. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, Week 12 almost